Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into another Paladins video. Today's video, it is basically a final review to the patch that it's supposed to come out today named Steel Forge. And this new patch, the Steel Forge, we're gonna have a new battle pass, some gold skins, a new DLC, a new map, and so on. So I'm going to give my final review, So it's basically my opinion of, the entire patch. I did videos regarding every single one of the things, except for Leon. I did test out Leon, I did try to record Leon, but the nerf wasn't that much of a big deal. There's ways to counter it, like putting the card to reduce the entire cooldowns upon getting killed. So, it's not even, but I'll still talk about that as well. Now, before we go into the review, I just want to let you guys know that I'm doing currently a giveaway. If you're seeing this in the future, it's possible that the giveaway has already ended, but even so, you can still go down in the description and check out for a giveaway. And if you're seeing this in the future, go to my most recent video, maybe I got a giveaway there. So check out the description for that, and now let's go into the review. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the golden skins. I did do a video about this, but I'm still going to give my final idea about this as well. I did mention that I did not like a part of the golden skin for Androxus, where it is all green, including the crystal in the chest and a crystal on his belt. Now, a lot of people don't care, but there's more people who do care. There's more people who actually think this is, not the best color it could have, and that they could clearly change it to have the same color that it is on the weapon, the purplish rainbow sort of color. If they were to change that, I would have probably be happy, but since they are not going to change it, I don't know why. It's technically speaking not lore related. This is a golden skin, has nothing to do with lore, so the green is not supposed to be there, but if they want to leave it there, I can't really force them to do it, but either way, to be honest, I don't like it. Now let's go into the Maldamba golden skin. The Maldamba golden skin doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good either. A lot of people say that this looks like the recolor that he already owns, and therefore it doesn't even look like golden. It looks more orange than golden, and to be fair, I checked it out and it's kind of true. I mean, we're sort of looking into it. Looks like tissue, right? Which, to be golden, it should be more metal than anything. So you're sort of here having my idea. It's kind of hard to make Maldamba fully gold from top to bottom, but they need to do every single character. So even if it looks bad, this is probably the final result. Now, before we go into the battle pass itself, I want to talk about Cottontail Ceres. Now, Cottontail Ceres, on my idea, she doesn't look too bad. Alright, I like the skin, I like the weapon, and I even like the voice pack, something that not a lot of people do. But the face itself, to me, I thought it was some sort of a hoodie, like a white hoodie or one of those dark, latex hoodies, which you guys can sort of have an idea what I'm talking about. But even so, something covering up her face, maybe like a blindfold, anything. But the fact that they completely changed the way of Ceres by letting her face be exposed, I just don't feel it. I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. The voice lines, to be fair, it's not the best voice pack I could imagine for Ceres currently on this skin, but still, nonetheless, I like the voice pack. I like the lines. This is not a kid's game, so just letting you know right now. But still, pretty good. That's it. Even on the price, it doesn't look that bad, because if you take attention to some packs that Overwatch has, for example, currently there's 2 skins that you have to pay $10 for each one of them, which is the Mercy skin and the Lucy skin. So, I mean, you're in a free-to-play game with a $7.99 pack. It's not that bad. It even comes with 100 crystals, which is actually a good addition, so yeah. Now let's go into the battle pass. The battle pass, just to keep it brief, I'm going to be talking only currently about the skins that it owns. It does not have a horse, which to me is completely fine. We already have a shit ton of horses. I don't think that you would need any more. But about the skins, now the skins, I have sort of mixed feelings, let's say like that. So let's start off with the first 4 original skins, and then we'll move on to the recolors. As for the barrack skin, I liked it a lot. The only thing that I thought it was that the voice pack would be a tiny bit little different, a little bit more deep, but even so, it is still nonetheless a very good skin. Looks really awesome, like all the effects. And then we have Imani. Imani here, listen, I already mentioned this on the video of what I did for Imani. I have nothing against the Imani skin. It's just that they could have put a little bit more of effects on the part that it stays blue or red, depending on the element you're using. And to be fair, it looks like plastic without these effects that I'm mentioning. It looks like freaking plastic. I hate it. Beyond that, the rest of the skin is, you know, it's fair, it's good, it looks good. The voice pack, it's completely normal. I like more the recolor than the normal one because it still stays on those tones of red and blue because it has the red instead of the green. The green one looks a little bit more exotic to me. But even so, it's still a good skin. If they just change that little plastic tone, it could be even better. Now as for Moldamba, the Moldamba body itself, it's kind of fine. Doesn't look too like weird or too good. It's neither too bad or too good. It's neither of them, right? And then you got the snake. Now that is the part that I love it the most. I like the snake. I don't know what to tell you. I love it the way that they put it, the little pipe, the glasses, the beard, the hat, the cape. It's just, it's different. It even has its own unique voice lines where it speaks like this little devil who's speaking on your ear. It reminds me a lot of Harry Potter because of Harry Potter listening to snakes. And this almost seems like that, and I like it a lot. Now, just a little heads up. Now that I'm mentioning Moldamba already, let's just mention already is recolor as well. The recolor has a flaw, a bug, I'm guessing, where the pipe does not let these little bubbles come out. I'm guessing this is a bug because, I mean, it's still the same skin, it only changes from blue tones to gray tones. And there you have it, right? I have my idea for the recolor of that skin. And now let's go into the Androxus. The Androxus, I kind of have a weird idea about it. I just don't understand. The weapon itself on the art looks like not to have any purplish whatsoever. But then on the game it has purple, and then when you take attention to his initial skin and the recolor clearly has purple and the normal one does not. So to me, it almost comes to an idea that the second skin is what deserves the weapon of the first skin. It's kind of weird. I know what you guys are wondering. Now, the skin itself doesn't look bad, but apparently it does bring some issues, some performance issues that already some people have, you know, they already called my attention to, where if you're trying to dash, it creates like server lag, and therefore it kind of makes you slow, not flowing as normal as usual. So it's kind of weird, but even so, I mean, the skin doesn't look that bad. Just, you know, it's another skin for Androxus. I think he already he's starting to have a lot of skins. The weapon itself, I like the effects of the shooting. I don't like the fact that the weapon is so large, and I don't like the fact that the dragon does not appear on the ultimate. I'm guessing that is a bug, but I'm still pissed about that, okay? As for the rest of the cosmetics, like frames and so on, it's pretty standard. You guys can already have the idea for that. So let's just go into the rest of the recolors. Now, the first recolor is Barrick. I like this one a lot, possibly the one that I like it the most, because they actually changed Barrick to look like a ghost. It's awesome, I like it, the effects that he has on the eyes, it makes him look like so badass. The voice lines, of course, don't change, so you guys can have an idea, but still, it is amazing. The only thing that I just found that was too plain, it was the weapon. It's just, it has the same colors all over. It looks like just a big piece of gray. Now, the Imani, like I mentioned, this version, I like it a lot more than the first one. Because as you can imagine, this has the red color that goes a little bit more into the contrast of the rest of the colors. As Moldamba is pretty much the exact same thing. It almost doesn't even change. He still has some blue on his normal skin. It just changes some of the blue on his snake to gray, and also, of course, the bug that I mentioned of the bubbles not coming out of the pipe. Either way, I like it a lot. Still pretty much the same. And then we got the so-called final recolor for the Androxus, which as I mentioned, the weapon here, the weapon in the body seems too plain. I would guess that the first one is a little bit better. But again, if I were to use the recolor, which is this one, together with the golden weapon, the weapon of the first version, I think it would actually be good because it has the purple. It does that little connection, so it doesn't look bad at all. It actually looks pretty fine. Now let's talk about the new Siege map, Bazaar, which for a lot of people it comes with a teaser for the next champion, YO. If you don't know what I mean, I did do a video about it. She's basically the standing statue in the middle of the map, but let's just go into it, alright? The map itself looks really awesome. I like it. This map was on the test maps really recently, actually. So they were almost like teasing us already, you know, that we were gonna get this map. So it's actually pretty good. I liked it a lot. The map has a new feature that not any other map has had before, which is on both the sides of the map until you reach sort of the middle, there's gates. These gates can only open to the team that spawns on that side of the map. If you're in the enemy team and you try to enter those gates of your enemies in this case, you cannot go through. It doesn't move, it doesn't open, nothing. But if the people who were spawning on that side of the map goes to the gates, they open, which is actually really good, forcing only mobility champions, mobility flanks and so on, to be the only ones to pass through these gates because you can go above. Even then, there's certain places there's only like 1 or 2 places that you can go above. Beyond that, you're limited to 2 routes on the left side, on more into the fight, which is actually good. It forces the team to be a little bit more defensive. I'm guessing it's because the map is so small. This gives a little bit of a help to sort of play more defensively and actually hold the payload for longer. So beyond that, it looks really good. I like the effects. I like it what they did on the spawns. Looks just amazing, like really nice. So it's actually really cool. I liked it what they did with this map. I'm really looking forward to play with it. Amazing. Now as for like the battle pass prices, what you get of crystals and so on about that, it's pretty it's just the same. Every single battle pass. I'm not even going to mention that. But what I am going to be mentioning is the new feature they implemented into the game called colorblind mode. This is awesome. This is actually awesome. The fact that they're actually looking up for the people who have color blindness, and even if you don't have color blindness and you want to like sort of change the colors a tiny bit for the game, it's sort of there as well. It even has intensity now. Like they added a new option during the PDS where you can make it more intense or less intense. So it doesn't go like those radical colors that just changing to this mode of colorblind. It will just like, it will change the game so much that it could even hurt your eyes, I would say like that. But it has 3 different colorblind modes, and I like it, the fact that they do this. So hats up for them. This is actually really good for them to do. So let's go into the rest. Now these here is the balance changes. All right, we got Barrack being a little bit more into the barricade side. They buffed the barricade fairly good. I liked it, to be honest. I don't usually play barricade. I'm more tinkering kind of barrack, but the fact that they actually force people a little bit more into that, I think we're gonna see more barracks play in the future with the shields, because now Barrack can be more of a defensive tank where he can protect his entire team with a shield coming up, protect them from incoming, for example, a frost bomb or an ult of Osiris. It'll be a lot more defensive, and I like the change for that. It was amazing, really good for that one as well. Buck, I didn't actually test it. They put in 1 extra ammo, but to be fairly honest, a lot of people tell me that they either go with a card that give them bullets on the weapon after using certain abilities, or they just go with deft hands. So to them, this is not too much of a big change. They said it, like people who actually play legit Buck, they said that they would prefer to have 2 extra bullets, not just 1, but hey, it's still a buff, so they don't really want to take it away. Now, as for Furia, she had a buff on Cherish, and her buff, it's to basically increase the range to the right click, to Kindle Soul, or Candle Soul, I don't know the exact pronunciation for that, but to up to 300% of extra distance. So this may look like not a lot, but it's technically speaking a lot, like too much. I like it, but at the same time, it doesn't remove the fact that Cherish is still not the best for some reason. Alright, I guess that they should change the way that it actually increases the health. I think it should go to now you heal twice as more. Because 25% up to the missing health of somebody, it is not much. It's just not much. And 1000 health, it is 250 if considering that that person specifically has really, really low health because it's, you know, it's considering that missing extra health. So it's not really that much, to be honest. I think that they should put it to heal for twice as much and either take this 300 distance on the, you know, the Kindle Soul, or make her heal through walls. I mean, we already have the Solar Blessing doing that, so why not do this as well for this specific talent? I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, but then that makes Genos useless. Not exactly. Genos has his own set of abilities. He has an ultimate that can shoot through walls. He can be constantly on the run. He can void grip somebody. And, you know, he still has a lot of damage output as well, and it's a mark that you place on somebody, while the Cherish is more of a healing on that precise moment, and then it just heals a tiny bit more just for a few seconds after. So it's not exactly the same, so if you have an idea. Now for Imani, sort of, I like this change, let's just say it like that, but I still think that she should be nerfed even more, especially on her projectiles of the ice. It's really, really easy to use the ice bouncing talent, and you will deal thousands of damage. It's like insane. It is really powerful right now as its current state. What they were trying to do here is when they put it the reduced cooldown of the elemental shift from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, they were trying to say, hey, try to play a little bit more with the fire and not just the ice. And I understand that, but the Frost Bomb nerf was actually pretty decent. It may be good, because a lot of people now say, oh, but now this is useless. You're not supposed to snipe with that Frost Bomb. You're supposed to sort of either defend yourself or just root people right there in front of you. Maybe you have that high up place advantage where you throw down the Frost Bomb. You know, it's sort of like that. And to force people to use some points in order to make this a lot better, I like it. It's almost like a new talent, I would say. So that's that for that. Now Leon, as I mentioned, I did test her out a little bit. This does make a change. The card that they changed it to reduced cooldown on the Q upon hitting people with it, it now has less 2.5 seconds of reduction on the cooldown. I don't disagree, but I don't feel like this is the best choice ever. For some reason, I would say that this card itself should completely like just disappear. Maybe leave Shining Topaz as was before, so people have to use the right click to reduce a little bit of the Q, not a lot. Possibly people would start using the card that upon getting eliminations you would get your, you know, 50% max of your abilities back. But take away this card, because this is just saying as far as you can hit the Q, you could just keep going, keep going, keep going. And the thing is, this only works. The problem with this card is that it works as long as you hit 2 people in a row, you can't get stopped. So if you hit 2 people who are standing together, it's just insane. And that's possibly the thing they should look into it, and not reducing these cards just a tiny bit, because that's not what it's going to save it, trust me. Victor. Now Victor here, I have sort of mixed ideas to this. I did do a video of me trolling around on PDS with this card. Some people said that people were ignoring me. They were not. There were people going after me, like the Maven and so on. They really wanted me dead. And Cauterize does take a huge sort of effect into this. But the thing is, this card is sort of promoting Victor to be more of a flank than a damage. That's what I was trying to say with the video. That was the message I was trying to transmit. And I don't dislike the fact that they're trying to make Victor a little bit more viable, but I dislike the fact that you're trying to make him a little bit more viable while on the move. Like, what you're basically saying is shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move. You're giving a character that already has this infinite mobility the idea of as long as you're moving, as long as you're using your movement ability, you're fine. But the question is he actually putting out as much as damage as possible? Because now with this, people can just think, oh, I can just hop up on the front or just go on the sides, I go through the back. I don't even need a healer, I can just start running and I'm back, right? As long as he can run, especially with a 25% damage reduction on the cards during Hustle, as far as he can run and use walls to his advantage to take away the cauterize for the 1.5 seconds, this is literally making Victor a flank, and I actually dislike that idea. That's what my problem is with Victor, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the video. These are the balances. These are also the skins, the DLC, the map, the battle pass. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these things. Is there anything that you liked, disliked? Do you agree with my ideas? Is there something I said that you disagree completely? Just let me know down in the comments below, alright? Unfortunately, I was supposed to do this video a little bit sooner, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if they actually changed, for example, the Androxa skin or something like that. But they actually never did. So, it's, you know, it's sad and it's fine. You know, they could be changed throughout time or not, we'll see. But for now, I just feel like some things on this on this patch actually, they're good and others are bad. It's not the worst patch ever, but it's definitely not the best patch ever either. But I did like the fact that they actually, instead of putting a mount on the battle pass, you actually have recolors. So you have up to 8 skins on the battle pass, leaving you for a lot of choice, which is actually really good. So also let me know down in the comments below what you thought about my audio today. I do have a new microphone and I'm testing it out still has a lot of messing around with. Currently I'm recording on Audacity, so I'm gonna be, you know, fixing that up with some filters on, and possibly will look better than it will look to me initially with the raw file. But do let me know, alright? That's pretty much it for today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a lot more than this, and I don't just do this, alright? I even do streams if you wanna sometimes pop up on Paladin streams, Ram Royale streams, and even so, and other games that I do as usual as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye, guys.